Hello, visionary entrepreneurs, life changers. How are you? Welcome back to our Momentum Monday. Today is our episode 175. Let's talk about how how are you and your business sustainable. I think many of you maybe never thought about the sustainability kind of a topic, right? Today I'm covering this part. I want to ask both not just your business but also you. Are you sustainable? How much are you sustainable, and also your business? And because the background information I want to just share with you, we just attended actually today is the ending ceremony, ending of the UN's Summit of the Future 2024. They started the action day started on just the past Friday, so we attended both action days from Friday and Saturday, and then yesterday Sunday and today Monday are they're really like a summit of the future. So for the governances and all those different qualified stakeholders, right, to join that summit. But before that, the first 2 days of action days, they actually involved really diverse kind of shareholders, including this year, especially in the specialties, because they also included the youth, the young people really into the action days, and more than ever, more than all the previous kind of summits. So it's a great positive message. But yesterday, for example, I shared let me see, that's a UN the from the Guardian, yeah, Guardian.com. It's media. It's quite actually a neutral and independent media. They shared this news about UN Chief Antonio Guterres to seek world leaders backing for vision of the future, because this is a recently the big topic of the whole UN's Summit of the Future and the news. And if you search, right, all the news and reporting and information resources shared everywhere. I maybe some of you normally do not care too much about like world. Most people in the US, even international, right, care so much about the presidential election, the competition, the two parties, right, all the division things, violences and wars, right. But the UN is really, even though some critics, they have different voices, they said, oh, maybe the pack covering wars, AI, climate crisis, and inequality has been watered down. Let's say the critics, that's what the Guardian reported. Like people are still like doubting, because recent years, right, all these kind of wars and like regional conflicts, from politics to like economics, all this kind of competition and conflicts, and also the wars, right? People are doubting about UN's position and how much UN can do. Uh, I also personally agree with that part. Like UN, it's like it's actually it's more like a platform. It's a community, like different parties, right, join together to have the discussion and get to a respectful agreement. And hopefully if everybody agree to each other, right, and they could really make into like a great agreement. And if everybody really applies to it, and it will be a peaceful, a good, great community. But because of some naughty kids, right? Naughty kids. Me as a mom, I would like to say that some naughty kids, some a little bit kids being just like spoiled by their evil thinking and doings, and just like they want to spoil the party, and they do not really abide to that, do not fully respect the global communities, and they just want to play by their own rules instead of the like a rule that like mutual beneficial and agreeable by all the parties, right? So this is kind of a currently the global situation. So even though I know there are quite some like doubts about UN's function in this world now, the modern world, right? Instead of like a peace, there's like the peace is a big concern. Like it's not almost like an out of control situation. And but why UN is still important? I just like witnessed during the action days. Because I brought my daughter, and she was like one youth representative from a global youth philanthropy. We have been working volunteering for this philanthropy organization for quite a few years, at least 4 years, being involved into different nonprofits and philanthropy projects. And this is a great opportunity for us. For the first time, I really get into the UN to attend a summit meeting related, like really like involved into it. Previously, I visited like as a tourist, like a tourist. Even I stayed in New York for over 20 years now. I remember almost at the beginning when I came to the New York, it's more like a tourist, right? So I visited UN, mostly it's like from the front and the backyard, take pictures. But this past weekend is my first time, also first time for my daughter as well, and her name is Athenia, and both of us and also the global youth philanthropy as well get a chance to into and other youth from representatives from Canada, from China, from US, from UK to join on this platform because this is a global philanthropy platform. We get into the UN and really attend the summit action days and get into those conference rooms and join with all the other like representatives from the global, from many countries. I don't know how many countries, right? At least like dozens of countries, as I said, so many different diversities there, and join on this like shared forum and community to share each other's opinions. And especially, I was happy to see so many developing countries. There are so many youth people, and very bravely and like bravely to represent their own country, their own people, and share their concerns, share the opinion, share the voice, and share what they are doing and their initiations, their experience, and their vision for the future of for the summit of the future. So that's a great for us. I feel like it's very positive sign, very positive. And even though like UN is quite impacted by the recent all this kind of wars and the conflicts, things, right? But UN is still a must. I feel like I personally feel like it's a must platform, a must community, and a must stage for to enable especially all the countries, right? Especially the vulnerable ones, the like developing countries, and including like these two days action days, all non-governmental, non-profit organizations, NGO organizations, right? Non-government organizations. So all gathered together. This is like really, I feel like this is a global community where um, people are fully respected, and where I can see that equality. Doesn't matter how small your country. Some countries, some their representatives were speaking there, and I never heard about those countries' names. I was, oh, where are they? I was considering about maybe like very small. I've never heard about them, and some of them maybe like island small countries, but they all get that this opportunity, a position to speak out, right? To speak up for their own countries, their people, no matter how big or small they are. So I feel like wonderful. So far this experience is great, wonderful, and we also witnessed how um, this kind of like the platform is necessary, but how much this platform needed to be really supported by the world leaders. And that's why exactly why this support the report the UN chief Antonio Guterres is seeking world leaders backing for the vision of the future, because by himself, only his administration team, we see that the power is very limited, because they are more like representatives, right? They most time they what can they do? They cannot go to directly go to the war, even though they have the force, the joint force, but they do not want to make that more complicated, right? So the best they can do is really create this kind of platform and create this kind of a summit, and to enable, empower people to speak up, and people to, it's just like they are more, I feel like UN is more like a facilitator. If you think a UN is more like a facilitator, you will better understand their function and understand their challenges, right? And I really don't think that UN should be like a military force, even though those like representative countries can join their forces together, but the UN is not directly making the whole administration team could not make all this decision. it's it's all these leaders by the people, okay, all the leaders and the people join together. It's just like we are playing a party, and in the party all the like the kids, right? All the kids, you need to respect each other, otherwise this party will be ruined. So it's not directly UN's responsibility. It's all the participants, the members, full responsibility to make it work, to create the game rules that each other will like play. If there are some bad boys who do not play with the team, and there's trouble, right? And that's why now we see all these kind of situations in the world, the wars, the crime, the crime, no, the crime change, right? And all this like climate change, sorry, the climate changes, and all this like environmental crisis. It's all like because of it definitely did our collaboration, needs our cooperation, and also like because everyone, especially developing countries, I know that they want to develop, right? Everybody wants their own developing opportunities. Everyone is trying to striving for how to say, get more favorable conditions, or like support to develop their own country and bring a better well-being for their people. So this actually is a great sign. But how as a global community can work together and have some like a agreed upon agreement that is mutual, positively support each other, right? It's just like a win-win-win. How could we get into a win-win-win? Just from like a people community, or from between the companies or the society or the globe. It's just similar. Whatever level, it's just different levels of game, right? So we need sign together the fair game rules that is really like fair and favorable to everybody. Everyone needs get some like benefits from it, but everyone also needs to compromise something to for the overall the global's well-being, right? So anyway, that's a background for today's my topic, like how are you and how sustainable are you and your business, right? So my daughter Athenia, she representing like as one of the youth representatives. Her topic was on embracing new science, how to owning our holistic well-being inside and out, with a more natural and holistic, natural and sustainable ways, right? So that's her topic. And I, as a mom, and also as like a coach and leader for their global youth philanthropy, I supported their whole process. So I witnessed how it's a great sign that for our youths to involve into those different topics, right, in the global scope. And I see other like some other youth, they have their topics about like youth voice, and also about some are about AI related, some about environment protection related, some are about yeah, including like how to implement laws related to global laws, right, to protect wildlife. They are all, or some also another some other students use arts, how they use arts to connect, arts and technology to connect the world and to represent our concerns, and how to support the sustainability kind of initiations, right? So are all great positive topics. I'm glad this summit UN did actually a great thing to involve youth actions and youth voices into it, because all these kind of issues are current challenges, right? Like the wars, the climate changes, and the AI technologies, right? All will be mostly impacting those youth lives and their whole life journeys, and also their next generations, including us, right? We're, even though we're not youth, we're middle age, and some like baby boomers as well. We are still in this stage, so it's cross different groups. Previously, it's mostly are like adults, and especially seniors are saying everything, and now we definitely need more youth voices to reshape this world. So let me first ask you, how sustainable are you? And many people may never think about how sustainable am I. So here, and especially inspired from my daughter's topic as well, I was thinking like she's using specifically health and well-being related topic to connect to personal, like every person's your own habits, your life habits, how you can like not just impact yourself, but also your communities and the world in a big scope. And I love what she said. It's like a, maybe everyone is think, oh, how big I can make a difference for this world, right? But think about or even like how much negative like impact can I bring to this world. For example, the carbon dioxide, right? How much every person can really consume, can generate. You may think it's like small, not so big, right? Like for example, you spend dozens of just one or two hundreds of bucks for your monthly electricity or water and gas, all this kind of thing, right? I think it's not so big, but think about the population. We have over 8 billion, over 8 billions of people in this world. So all this, just use that multiplication. Think about the multiplication. How much is that impact? So no matter how small or like big our carbon, like a carbon dioxide we generate, our footprint, right? Every day our living, like our lifestyle generate. If multiply that by more than 8 billion, and then by the way, the populations keep growing, and that is a huge impact to the world. And all our, like, majority part of our climate change actually is because of our humans consumption, humans exhaust, and humans like all the waste generated that kind of impact, right? So that's why emphasizing every person's lifestyle habits is so meaningful. So I'm very happy that she shared that message, and actually she got the most, maybe like the most great feedback from the audience, and because they never thought about that situation as well, and also because of the divide between the western and the eastern kind of a medical practice, and all those kind of traditional ways of thinking about treating people's health and like health issue or their diseases, or using medicals. That's majority people's traditional thinking, right? Even like a conventional thinking is like, oh, use medicines, use medicals to treat this problem, or use like a more advanced medicines and more advanced research, more advanced equipment to treat our well-being and health issues. And that's totally actually a wrong direction. And that's also like a big part of our waste, and how much we are consuming this our natural resources, and like including like a hurting like a wildlife, including like reduce our rainforest, all these ways. Like people are just keep consuming just for our own well-being. They think like just grabbing all these outside resources, including the medical resources, can make us a more healthier and like live a longer time. But that's actually really totally wrong direction. So she created that. I supported her to create that. We get a brainstorm and a quite long journey, a few years of work, because she went through a severe eczema. Through the eczema is the skin condition. It's like immune system problem, and the skin getting inflammation, and that kind of condition for it's a red itching like inflammation things for quite a few years. And through that journey, we together explored in more natural ways how like eventually, because all these medicines including western and eastern did not work. Sometimes I feel like this is it's really like the holy core for us to experience that kind of a nightmare. It's really like a nightmare, struggling with my daughter's pain and itching and insomnia, and she's like suffering for a few years. But eventually we get out to another side because all these medicines did not work, and we independently explore, trial and error, and get to find the solution with all natural ways, holistic ways, through different lifestyle and habits, and eventually healed herself without depending on any medicine. Isn't that a great news for us? Right? So that's why we want to focus on more, we call like proactive and preventative kind of ways to improve our health and well-being, so that can you imagine how much we can reduce our not just the cost, right? All this kind of waste and consuming of medical resources. Think about it, even just like no matter western or eastern kind of medicines, they're all consuming the nature, right? The more people get sick, the more natural resources will consume in the earth, right? So for the person, so we believe that if you are a healthy person, if you live a healthy lifestyle, right, you are a great person who are contributing to the world's sustainability. So that's why today we want to ask you, how sustainable are you? First is that talk about your health, your well-being. How sustainable are you? That's in another like simple to understand words is like, how healthy are you? Because the really like the healthier you are, you really naturally will consume less natural resources, and you are living a more sustainable way. And that's truly what we believe in. And then when you live in harmony with yourself, with the nature, with the world, you actually keep the world more sustainable. Like we covered, like she created a model with 7 aspects, 7 habits, 7 lifestyle habits, healthy lifestyle habits, from our mind and spirit, like how we think about things, right? Our philosophies, our beliefs really decide how we will live our lifestyle. That's a big thing. Many people ignored this part between our ears. This part actually is the most important among all our lifestyle habits. This is the most important part, how we get more knowledgeable, more consciousness, more consciousness, and also more not just knowledgeable but also wise to live our lifestyle, right? To be healthy, and also to be sustainable to the whole world as well. And the second part is our skincare. The skin is the biggest organ of our whole body, right? If we do not protect it well enough, not just eczema, many other diseases will get into our barrier, right? Into our body, will hurt ourselves. So that's like a skincare. We emphasize this part is also because her experience from eczema. This part, many people suffer from skin conditions, and that's bother and impact our life so much. And also this part is also impact our consuming of our natural resources. The third part, the nutrition and hydration. This part is what we take into our body. It's super important, right? How many people are you keep consuming so much processed food? That's actually big waste and also big pollution to our world, and make our climate change more like worsened, right? So be more conscious about what you are taking into your body, to choose more natural and organic food. And this are really like also like for people, like for example, we planted some plants outside, planted some fruits outside, uh, just like leverage your gardening. If you do not have a big yard, just some plants at your balcony, and or support those organic food market, right? Just support the farmers to plant more organic food. So this is a great way for us to contribute to a sustainable world. And the fourth part is our sleep. Some people may think, oh, sleep, how could sleep impact the world, right? Actually, if you sleep too late, you consume more light, electricity, right? And maybe like stay longer, you can consume more other like um, resources as well. So you want sleep as a like very natural good time, and like a get up from for example 11 to 7, that kind of a good time range. Like you actually save a lot of electricity as well, and you do not stay so late. That make your body healthier. That's very important, right? Health, remember, health is the best sustainability. So you will not easily get like you. Normally I know that people stay quite late or overnight can easily get sick. I had that experience. I definitely can testify that our immune system get worse, and then we get sick. And when you get sick, you will eat medicine, or you will visit a doctor, you will whatever, right? You consume more resources, just waste, create more waste for this world. So that's the sleep is a super important part. And then the fifth part is exercises to make yourself more healthier, right? And go outside, outdoors, get more sunlight, more natural resources, okay, to keep yourself healthy, and to overall contribute to sustainability, and to reduce the carbon and dioxide. And number six is stress management. How many people are in because of a stress and because of mental health issues, they could not even work? Think about that part. They could not even work. They have to depend on other people, or they become a passive members of the society. They could not contribute their best gifts, and they waste a lot of resources, the doctor's visit, and psychologists, all this kind of medical burdens, right? And they could not even like they consume, and they could not contribute good. So this is definitely a big part. Stress management is huge for our lives, and then there's quite many suicides in recent years, right? Especially like more modern world and more suicide rates, and this is a big part to not waste our human lives, and also to not waste our resources, right? And this stress management also live a better quality of life, and contribute better of our energy, our values to this world. So this is a big part for our sustainability. And then the last part, the number seven, is the environment, the big part, right? This is like how we align ourselves and live in harmony with our nature, with our outside world. This is a big part, including like in our lifestyle. Like it's how to reduce more chemicals, right? Those non-natural stuff from your life. Like for example, we choose, let's say, from our detergent to our like shampoo to our soap, we all choose more natural ones, like ones without for example, with the least chemicals, including our sunscreen. Yeah, we use those baby ones, mineral-based ones, and lotions, everything, right? All the things you are consuming, choose more natural ones and support those natural brands, and also especially those that they call the carbon friendly pledged kind of a business, and the overall they're producing is reducing the carbon dioxide. So we support them. We support the sustainability, right, to reduce the waste and pollution to this world. So that's like a lifestyle. Definitely make a big impact. Really, now the more I think, the more I feel like, wow, we are every day actually, either we are negatively or positively impact our environment, impact our world, impact like how much the sustainable our world could become. Because every day, one person's consumption, like multiplied by over 8 millions, right? That's a huge impact. So, and the target, like for example, the UN's target is to control the world's temperature, the climate change and temperature increase within the 2 degrees, because above the 2 degree, scientific research showed that above 2 and even 1.5 of human beings and everything, right? The climate change will have a huge impact, and many countries will, like coastal countries and cities will disappear, and humans will experience a big disasters by that time. So that's why we have this goal. But every person, your lifestyle can really impact that. So that's why I feel like today this is very meaningful for me to talk about it. Even though sounds like initially it's not directly related to my coaching, to my, like for example, my entrepreneurship and leadership coaching, but the more you think about it, this is exactly what we should emphasize now. Now, no, like no more later. Okay, no more later. Every day matters. Every day we are making a big difference. We are impacting our nature, our environment, our world. Okay, so that's why. And for example, many of you, if you have your business in production, and how to improve your sustainability, how to reduce the carbon dioxide, and how to apply to be more natural kind of like a environmental friendly business, they call it ESG, environmental sustainability goals. I think it's related to that, and how you can improve your business to apply to those new standards, right, to our environment, and also for our service based businesses. Sounds like we do not directly generate like a carbon dioxide. How could we contribute? Like for example, as I just talked about, like our personal lifestyle, we can definitely improve, and that can help the that contribute to this world. And also importantly, through our service, through our coaching, through our consulting, through our whatever like services they are providing, right? You want to advocate for sustainability from yourself, from your loved ones around you, from your clients, from your partners, from your like whole communities, right? You want advocate and promote this kind of like a sustainability idea, and how we could be more conscious citizen, conscious entrepreneur, conscious business owner, conscious leader, right? Conscious parent, and conscious, let's say, whatever, like a member you of any kind of communities or organizations, right? Be a conscious person to contribute any kind of organizations and communities you are involved with, including like your spiritual ones, including your social services communities, right? To everyone contribute our own conscious values, from our thoughts, from our consciousness, from our daily activities, from our lifestyles, from our cooperation with each other, all things we can contribute. So that's today. I want to dedicate today's episode, 175 episode of our Momentum Monday on this topic, to promote and advocate and support each one of us to be more conscious entrepreneur and leader to this world, to live our own sustainable and holistic lifestyles, and contribute to this world, and also contribute our ideas, our creativity, our innovation, right, to see where we can support this whole world's sustainability. Okay, starting from small things. I know like on UN, maybe sometimes you feel like, oh, they're just a talk, and it's just on like a talking on a paper without really things in implementation. But I did saw quite many youth and groups, they actually had great initiations, even though they talked about it, right, did not really show the presentation. And that's the only pity. I actually would would how to say support or like suggest UN if anybody of them hear about this, suggest um, encourage all their speakers to prepare some presentation. Do not just there's a speak. I know they are all great, those leaders, right? Great speakers, but they need to show us like our youth also are great, because all the youth prepared their speech and presentations. That's a change we are seeing in this world, right? We want all those like speakers, like including our adult speakers, right? Preparing like representatives from different countries and communities, prepare the presentations, even just a few slides, not just talk. Show us some data, show us some like your initiations, show your like impact, show your results. And that's the best way to help people to understand what you are talking, right? Not just a hope or not just like a shoot, but really what kind of like activities and what kind of a tangible things we are really doing to make that change and impact, right? So that's why today I really want to contribute this episode to this topic. And in the future, I will always have some maybe conscious related talk related to this part. But I want this is a start, like for our entrepreneurs and business owners to think more consciously about how you could contribute and your business could contribute to our world sustainability. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed and also get inspired from this topic. If you really get some good like aha moments or takeaways, please share in the comments so that like support our initiation, support our topic, support this kind of a really like this kind of a consciousness, and to help more people get aware and get more conscious, right? We want to empower more people to involve into this collaboration. We need each one of you, each one of you. This really is urgency for our peace, for our like sustainability, for the technology's future, right? For our future generations, and also including ourselves, right? And our next generations. This is for our world. We are the lives. We are the leaders of the earth. So we want to contribute every one of our own part. So I would really appreciate that your positive comments, your sharing, your inspiration, your insights, anything, and your initiations, anything is welcome. And please spread this word to the world, to your communities. And then more people hear about it, and then more people understand this, and then more people involved into it, so that we can collaborate together. In my words, is for the abundance of all. And in the UN's words is like for the future, right? For the summit of the future, and we are all working together here for the future, for the abundance of all. Thank you very much. If you really, get inspired and would like to contribute even just some kind words and some kind of like sharing, that will be a wonderful start of this ripple effect of our abundance energy to help this world, to reshape this world, to be peaceful, to be sustainable, and to be wise. Okay, we want to be the wise persons, that we want to live in harmony with our nature, with a blessed world and the universe, right? Thank you so much, everyone. And really, I pray that God bless you and your loved ones. And let's work together for our more beautiful garden and our world. This is our home. All right. By the way, I do not want to go to a Mars. I want just to stay on this earth and protect it and support the best change of its future. All right. So I hope that you are one of the unity that we can work together to support our youth, our future, ourselves, our loved ones, and the whole earth that's blessed to us, and also the universe as well, right? Because we're not just on earth, we are also like emit air and everything, like have the exchange in this universe. So this whole universe and world is ours. So we are the owner and the leader to shape its future. And thank you for being part of it, and for the one piece of the abundance of all. All right, everyone. Hope you are really empowered and get a great inspiration to go on, and hopefully this message make your work and your life and also your business more meaningful, and you find more meaning and how to expand your vision, expand your like work to make your work more meaningful and impactful, to contribute to all the people's sustainability and the health, the well-being, and the abundance. Thank you. Take good care. Okay. Bye bye.